Yeah, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Warm Up with Morby. How's everyone doing? Hope you had a great night's rest. So it's morning in where I'm streaming from. So yeah, do hop on in if you're around. You can say hello in the chat section. Yeah, so Warm Up with Morby is where myself, Morby, a digital artist, illustrator, concept artist, I do some exercises to prepare myself for my usual work routine. So what those exercises involve is basically sketching, drawing, practicing fundamental stuff. And occasionally on this stream we would do finished pieces like what I have on my screen currently, um, where there's a piece we started this week, 2 days ago, and we're bringing it close to a finish. So last time we worked on Clip Studio to draw and do the basic shading. You can check my YouTube channel for the previous versions of that. So currently, I've brought it over to Photoshop to develop it some more, take it to the finish. I usually like to finish, especially for a style like this. I usually like my finishings done in Photoshop. But because it's been a while, because the nature of the work I've been doing for the past week, most of them have been done in Clip Studio. Even I'm talking about clients' work now. So it's been a while since I've been on Photoshop, so I just want to refresh my hands. And I will just do a quick portrait to refresh my hand before continuing on this piece. Yeah, so welcome again, and hope you enjoy today's stream. Alright, let me go to a new canvas and just sketch something that won't take too much time because we don't have all the time in the world, even for the piece I'm doing currently. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so let me say hello to the people on Instagram. Good morning, Crazy Pops, Fix It Sammy, good morning. Emax Creative, good morning. Creator Rope, good morning. Oh, sorry, I just got that. Creator Ope, good morning. I think it wasn't English. Yeah, so good morning, everyone, and I hope you had a good night's rest. I hope you're having a good morning. If where you're at is already morning. Um, so just some strokes to remind my hand how to draw. And if I have a portrait, usually warming up with a female face might not be the best idea for now. Maybe just do something like this guy's face. Hey, good morning Desmond Okunyi, good morning Izua Emmanuel, welcome to the stream. Oh, let me share. I'm doing a real warm up now, so let me share that with the Instagram folk. Okay. So what you have on the screen Instagram is me just trying to work on Photoshop and just do a bit of exercises before I continue with what we have on the work we've been doing this week. But this is too dark. Kind of reminds me how when I'm working when you do traditional stuff, you have to prime your canvas. So I'm just going to simplify this into shapes. Deji Dawodu, good morning. Coffee Cup Minimalist, good morning. I hope you all had a great night's rest. I hope your day is off to a great start. I don't have this brush set here. Let's see. No, it's not here. It's not here. I'll just work with this. At this point, I'm just simplifying the shapes. I don't want to do anything unnecessarily fancy. This is a stage called the blocking in phase. So you just want to make sure that everything is blocked in perfectly, or approximately right, not necessarily perfectly. Freeliners, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so enough wasting time with what doesn't matter. Let me develop the eyes, and then from there I will I'll go to the real work of today, which is what we did by the beginning of this week. Is there any more good morning? So once again, everyone, if you're just coming in and you're interested in seeing the full version of my screen, you can always check out the YouTube page. For the Instagram folks, that's on my bio. So let's develop this some more. And once I'm done with the eyes, I promise guys I'll continue with the real work of today. Blackman Studio, good morning. Yeah, good morning, Blackman Studio. Welcome. I hope you had a good night's rest. You are one of our regulars. I said we are. I used the we again. But yeah, welcome. Welcome nonetheless. I know you are quite interested in digital art. I'm not sure if you've gone to the YouTube stream to check the proper playback. Thank you. I've been learning a lot, especially with the rendering. Good to hear. Good to hear. Alrighty, so I think I'm okay. This is a terrible sketch, but it's fine. I'm warmed up now, so let's get to the serious work of today. Without any further ado, let me set up my reference. So I remember yesterday, what we did was apply colors to this. So currently, that's like one step of adding the colors. So the next thing I want to do now is add a bit of variation, right? Because if you look at the skin of the human being, it's not just browns all through. It's like there's some browns, there's some desaturations here, there's some there's some yellows here, right? Some deep reds, and of course variations here. So there's a lot of variation. So I'm going to try to copy that. So basically what I'll do is the layer that has my flat colors, alright, I will create another layer on top of it and make that a soft light layer. Okay, what soft light allows me to do is to achieve variations, right? But not subtle variations, basically. Like the variations aren't so sharp. So I'm thinking of using a crazy brush to achieve this. But I want it to be subtle. I don't want it to be something that's on the nose. So let's do that. Of course, the palms have get rid of this. Okay, there you go. So let's make it brighter. It's too yellow. Reddish. Okay, same with the feet. The feet are a bit brighter. So this is basically just paying attention to details. To the subtle parts of the body. So what I'll do is I'll add some blues to the feet. There's no real rule to this. It's just more or less just trying to achieve as much variety as you can, an approximation of how color works in the real world. For his elbow here, I'll darken it a touch. I'm not sure if Instagram can see all these subtle changes though. I'll darken it a touch, and then from the upper part of his body I will add yellows. So let's go with yellow here. Okay. Right. So basically, this is what will make it feel rich. Okay, so let me see what I can do about the darkest darks. So soft light layer is one of my favorite blend modes because it's hard to mess things up. It's so subtle. Unless you really want to push it, it doesn't give you everything you want. If you put a dark on it, it doesn't give you total black. So you really have to push it. So it's more or less like foolproof. Okay. Okay, Anita Ashland, good morning. Check something. Yeah, so one more thing, I think the hair of, let's see something. I still want to put these markings on his face. So I'll just hold on till I'm done with refining the whole piece. I think the sash requires some variation itself. I'm just building a good foundation for the point when I want to now start finishing up the piece. But basically, this is it. This is one of the benefits of digital. That's just there's so much you could do with it. There's so much experimenting you could do with it. Okay. So look at the difference now. Without the color variations, without the soft light layer, and with the soft light layer. Before, after, before, after. So they add all kinds of happy accidents, variations, and all that. So currently, I think I'm fine with this. I want to try something. One sec. I want to lighten up the tones on the skin. I feel like I need more space to add details. Yeah, I think this works. Let's see. Yeah, this works. So I have more space to add more blacks. So that's why I keep being careful with my values, especially for something as important as the skin, which is the most prominent feature of this piece. So enough talking. I will start rendering the piece. Sorry about that. So let me group all this for the sake of displaying process. And we will start rendering anytime from now. Control J, copy, and merge to new layer. Right? So I'm going to take a fairly simple brush and start refining the piece. Although I'm going to smoothen out a lot of the skin, but I will still try to maintain a sense of roughness there, because that's what's something I really vibe with. But definitely, so when we are detailing, it's more or less about refining the edges, making sure they are clean and clear. So that's what I will just focus on throughout the rendering process. Good morning, Sami Bola. Good morning. Please introduce yourself to us. Okay, and this is one of the reasons why I'm very careful with the values, because I want, when I put a black there, I want that black to stand out. One thing I noticed, and if you check out the former version of my piece, is back then I everything was so dark, right? So this black was blending with everything, right? So dark. So you don't have enough space to put in details anywhere, right? So that's why even your shadows have to be, well, it just depends on the mood you are going for, right? If you are doing something gritty and dark, of course, there will be a lot of darks. But if it's not a deliberate, conscious decision, then you probably don't know what's going on. One sec. Yeah, so let's get back to the real reference. So that's why your shadows, you shouldn't think, when you hear the word shadows, you shouldn't think black ASAP. No. Okay, you know what? Let me zoom in a bit for the Instagram viewers, so you see the changes that are going on the face. I still want to add something like a bruise on his face to tell a little bit of a hint of a story. Obviously, not everybody would pick that up, except if you watch the stream, of course. But tiny things like that, details, it just shows that you put a lot of thought in your work. I feel the mouth is too big for a boy. I remember an artist I really admire said that painting is about taking one step forward and two steps backward. So it's like you're constantly editing, right? So you can't be too precious with anything. You can't be too afraid to correct missteps. Maybe you just have that sense that something isn't working about a piece. You can't be too precious about it. Alrighty, let's sharpen this. Remember, ask yourself, what is this edge saying, and amplify that. That's an overly simplified way of describing what rendering is, but it's something that I think can help. Ubia Lord Chuku, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Okay, and what I'd like to do is outline it with a little bit of a saturated but dark color. This one is more or less a stylistic choice, based on an old painter I really admire, Decker. So I kind of think I should even pull up references of his work for inspiration, because that's what, when you're, what, I'll just do that now. Instead of just talking about it, let me just actually do it. When one is refining his piece, one thing I find helpful is pulling up references of your works of your artists you admire, the style you'd like to imitate, and pulling it up and just having it beside you. So I'll do that now for Lane Decker. Instagram, this is the I gathered a lot of his work and just put it up. So it doesn't have to be something that exactly fits my reference. What I'm just going to be focusing on is how he arranges his strokes, right? Yeah. Obviously, you can see that his paintings are based on a strong drawing ability. So it's part of the people that inspires me to maintain my drawing skills, keep on improving my drawing skills, regardless of the fact that majority of the work I do is in certain seasons is about colors. So let me lose sight of my reference too. 1, 2, 3. And one thing I prefer to do is deal with fundamental stuff first before I think of adding fancy stylized things like brushstrokes, for example. I try to make sure that the base is very, very well done before worrying about. Okay. Again, another advantage of making sure my shadows are bright enough. Now, if I go very dark, okay, there's space to add information there. Liz Agbola is here. Good morning, Liz Agbola. Do we have anybody on the YouTube stream? No comments there. I know we have viewers, but no comments. So if you're watching on the YouTube, please give a shout out. I don't want to overdo the elbow. Well, let's just put a tiny pinch of light shadow there. This says shout out to Blackman Studio. I see you whenever I'm here. Well done. Blackman Studio, you have a shout out. Subham, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Art by Lash, good morning. I hope you're having a splendid day. So this is basically a chill process, and this is the part of the process that is chill, not the process itself. And the reason for that, of course, like I keep emphasizing, is there was a step-by-step, procedure. The drawing was well thought out. The reference was clear. And the direction. Before I started the piece, at least I knew, oh, this is the reference, this is the story, this is the character. So basically, I've had pieces where everything wasn't clear, and I had to struggle along the way. I think I streamed one like that. Maybe not on YouTube, but I remember streaming that on. I think I did stream it on YouTube though. Could be on YouTube. I'll have to check. But I remember streaming it on Instagram, where the Egyptian lady, right? I didn't clarify what I was going to do with that piece. So, but I haven't abandoned it. I've made some progress on it now. I know what to do with it later on. But as at the time of starting it out, I didn't really have a plan. So, and so we just ended up meandering about on that piece. But this, pretty straightforward. All that remains now is execution. Okay, imagine this as a comic book cover, or a style you can use to share character concepts. Black J, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so the feet, I'll admit I didn't do a good job. So let me see what I can do to rectify that in this stage of the painting. So the whole strokey thing I'm doing is I'm just copying what I see in Lane Decker's work that I like. The whole hatching thingy. Just one of those things you do because it's cool, not because it does anything primarily. So what I'll probably do, what I'll do off stream is to figure out how to make this more presentable. Put a background there. Something very simple. Promise I have to keep. All those subtle changes in the contour, right? I feel like when doing something like the hands and the feet, it's worth trying to replicate those things perfectly because they are what makes those parts of the body feel natural. The fact that they are so uneven. Okay, I'm putting yellowish. The saturation isn't too much. Okay. Alright. Cleaning up the edges. Let's see what our reference is telling us here. Oni Dakpo Richard, good morning. Okay, so let me refine the edges around this area. Let me go dark first. Paint what is behind first before making it sharp. quite a sharp edge. I think I should just add a shy brightness. Okay, and we have to continue that all the way to the tippity top. And since this is facing the same plane as that, let me add a little bit of that here. And some here. Just to show that. It's just funny how adding a few touches of strokes, as it were, promotes the illusion of form, right? Push and pull, objects being pushed and pulled on a 2D surface. So it's really fascinating. Just by laying a stroke of darkness or light, you can give that artist's magicians. Alright, so rotating the canvas to try to get a full sweep. Okay, so this is where having the soft light layer work really helped out, because I would never have chosen this color to render with, right? So all these variations, now I'll just blur them out from my mind and just focus on shading the form. But having those changes and all that really helps. Let's see if I can take this, push this out. Okay, one more tone of darkness here. I don't plan to add any more detail there, so I just added thick black there. If this is facing the side view, that's fine, but if this is facing above, then we need a tone from here to replicate down here. So a slight outline. It would be a wasted opportunity to not add some kind of pattern on the boy's sash. I was watching yesterday's stream and I saw how, when that word came up of wasted opportunities, I think the way I view it is that you want to make your your picture as interesting as possible. So there are usually opportunities for that, and it's not good wasting those opportunities. Sarmi Fire, good morning. Welcome to this live session. So let me darken this. It's not doing any good for us. Let's go dark. Let's go way dark. Right. Wizzytones Visuals, good morning. Welcome to Z Stream. Z Stream. Alright. Let this share the same tone that is coming from the back. Benzi EA, good morning. Welcome. I'm tempted to get my smudge brush to to even out the strokes, but the roughness is also interesting to see. I like the variety of colors there. So, but just the digital artsy guy in me wants to make this smooth and clean and refined. Alright, let's make the shorts, let's make it look more disciplined. The edges are disciplined, not the short itself. Something I've learned is that highlights are not meant to be so big. And the tinier they are, the more they give your forms room to pop. Let's cut this off mercilessly. Yeah, I'm liking what we're doing. I'm liking this one. So let's work on the hand at the far back. And open it. There's something next I wanted to take care of. I'm trying to think of it. Well, the pattern on the clothing, I want to do that off stream. Don't want to take your time to do that. The staff, yeah. If I can do the staff here, I'll be happy with that. So, well, let's clean up the other hand, the hand holding the staff. In view for you. Let me zoom in on my reference. That's one. And let me zoom in on hands. How does the Indeca do hands? 1 sec. Joe Balfa, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so I've zoomed in on my hand, and what I'm seeing from Deca is obviously a lot of beautiful shapes. I think that's what I really admire about his stuff. It's like there's shapes everywhere. There's shapes everywhere. Everything is a shape. Everything is a graphic shape. I'm sure Deca would have been an amazing graphic designer, logo designer. With the tools we have currently, if he lived in our age. Okay, this is slightly off from the reference, so let me fix that. Let's make this darker. Let's see. Will the Deca make it darker? Let me saturate the shadow. Lab Studios, good morning. Welcome to the stream. I'm still gonna add rim lights to this for sure. Just one step at a time. Then I even have to decide what kind of environment I want him to be in. Somewhere in my mind, even if I don't show the background, I want it to feel like there's he's outdoors. So of course that would affect the kind of rim light I put. It might not be obvious rim light then, but I know this for sure. I will figure it out. we've come too far. So you can only figure it out. Okay, one more level of shadows. Just put shapes there for visual interests. And what's this? What's going on here? Okay. There we are. So let's refine the eyes, the face, most important part of it. And here you have the right to refine so high, until you are satisfied. Because this is probably what everyone would take their time to look at. So I'm going to refine this so much. Oh, when I say so much, I'll just add more edges, add more clarity, basically. Yeah, that's a good one, clarity. So let's clean this. Okay, where an edge should be sharp, make it sharp. Where an edge should be soft, make it soft. But let there be there will be in between edges, really. Medium edges. I don't know. I can't remember what they are officially called. But just make sure there is no ambiguity. Make sure there's no cacophony. Make sure there's symphony with all the edges. They're playing off one another. Where the lips touch. And then he's sad. Well, not sad, angry, irritated. I feel like we should, you know what, let's do something. Oops. One sec, I want to look at the mirror and I want to do an expression and see what that looks like on the camera. My iPad camera, so let me be sure of, because there's an expression I want to get, like a pouting kind of thing. So let me be sure of that. This is live and direct, guys. Although you can't see me, so one sec, I want to. Okay. So the lower lip sticks out, and then there's a is it convex now? So everything tucks in, and then this one sticks out. Now it's looking like he has a beard. Oops, sorry. It's Tolu, good morning, welcome to the stream. Sorry, Bob. You'll get him next time. Aha! This is what was missing. Yeah, so I like this now. Looks like he's angry. Maybe he was cheated in a game. What I would do is add a little bit of a bruise. Well, I might need to find references of that. Something like a bruise. Let's darken it, Basically, that's just a placeholder I would, so that I can remember to do that. Yeah, one more thing I wanted to do on the stream is I think his nose is too Caucasian. One sec. Of course, my reference gives a straight nose, and maybe I made it too straight. There's something I can do to fix that. So I'm checking out the reference on another screen. Okay, so I see where the problem is with the nose. Okay, it's supposed to be slanted downwards. Oops, sorry. The bridge should be upwards, yes. Then the nostril should be slanted downwards. Yeah, just give the nose more character, basically. Yep, so one thing I wanted to do before the stream is over, let's get some staff references. Seeing some interesting things on Pinterest, so we'll do this on a new layer. Wow, today is really. There are two parts of these streams. There's the Q&A session and there's the draw along session. Today feels more like the draw along session. But it was fun nonetheless. Okay. How did I forget to refine this feet or this leg? So what I'm thinking of currently is that this guy is an apprentice to a famous magician in his village, and maybe he's one of the apprentices, and he got into a fight with the other apprentices. Oh yeah, let's do this. He got into a fight with a rival apprentice of a rival magician in his town. And of course, since he's our hero, he's the rival played unfairly. So this is loosely based on a storybook I'm reading currently, a novel I'm reading. Sorry. So, but just thinking about a background story like that, it's what is giving me ideas of extra elements to add to this piece, and not just see it as a figure study. Okay, let me get rid of this. It's distracting me. Okay, since this is an artificial construct, the staff, it's okay to use really hard edges, and here's why I use the lasso tool a lot, because most of my brushes are soft edges. Alrighty, now to put the fantastical elements, one of the many fantastical elements I plan to put really. Based on the original character design, I have something on the boy's hand that glows, right? So I'm going to work on that with a more stylized version of that, similar to something I did on another piece. So yeah, now for the staff. Oops, Instagram, I forgot to zoom out, so you didn't see me working on the staff. Let's go. So what to do, we can just put a floating gem should the gem be circular or since there's so many browns and browns, reds, warm colors, we can always make the gem bluish. If I were doing this on my own, I wouldn't have said it that way. I would have just thought it was an intuition. But yeah, that's basically what goes behind that thinking. So to render the gem, I'm working with big strokes, big hard strokes. And let's pick another color. Too much. Yeah, this is better. I want to look for an excuse to add a purple there, so let me. Yep, so once again, I want to thank everyone for showing up for the stream. This is it for this morning, right? Of course, I will for this morning and this week, basically. Yeah, usually these streams work from Mondays to Wednesdays. So what will happen is I will refine the piece a bit more in my spare time before the next week and share it online in my portfolio everywhere, maybe on Friday or so. But yeah, thanks again for showing up, guys. Really appreciate it. So small announcement, I won't be having streams for the next 2 weeks. I'll be traveling, so I won't be having streams for now, but yeah, but when I'm back, I'll let everyone know and we'll continue the streams. And maybe I'll have a few updates for us. But yeah, but till then we'll see. So yeah, thanks a lot for joining in, for tuning in. If you're watching this sometime after, I hope this helps your process. I hope it helps inspire you to keep drawing. So stay productive, stay safe, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks, everyone.